Brunch time or dinner time or time.
It is a time in which we are consuming food.
That would be the time.
So yes. So, we just went on an adventure, which you guys will see as soon as I get it edited. Went geocaching. What's up? Oh, is that Jaden? Oh, what's up, Jaden? She's back. Me or her? Me or her?
Or her or me.
What are you guys eating today? We've got some Trader Joe's chicken fried rice, but it never comes with quite enough chicken in it. And Mom made teriyaki chicken last night for dinner.
So we added some of the leftovers.
Yeah, and it's really good. Also,
anything that says Mochi, you know has our name on it. However, these could be really weird. Because I think they're like teriyaki mochi or something. I don't know. If you guys have ever seen these, we've never seen them. We just saw them. And it says,
woo! I got like dry chicken in my throat. I couldn't.
Mochi rice nuggets teriyaki.
What is one thing you are certain you will never experience?
Finding one of those geodes that we went after today.
Probably skydiving. I hope I never have to skydive. I'd never want to jump out of a plane.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's why they made seats in the plane.
Yeah. That's something I hope I never have to experience. But yeah, so today I saw my girl Alexa on TikTok. I think her name's OG Alexa. She put me on to geocaching,
which I had never heard of.
I hadn't either, but we did it today. It's very similar to randonauting, if anyone remembers that TikTok trend. Bestie, you're gonna have to stop asking that question on live. Are you guys doing anything cool today? We already did the cool thing.
That's what we were just gonna talk about.
It was geocaching. It was pretty fun.
I had fun.
I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm gonna edit a YouTube video of our experience today.
It'll be on Meg's channel.
Yeah, but we had a pretty good time, to say the least.
We did, and I would do it again. If you guys think it was fun to watch, because we had fun too. We'll do it anyway. Even if you guys don't want to watch them.
Wow, there's a lot of people writing in today. Is space exploration worth it when the money could be used for Earth problems? These are problems out of my world. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that, you know, if we had that much money that all the problems were solved here.
I think it was like a joke of a question, but.
Oh.
A for effort.
Oh, okay.
Jesus loves y'all. Have a lovely day. You too. I'm not super religious, but I respect other people that are religious, so. Did Meg do bungee jumping? No, I would never. Oh, Jane said, congrats on 50K, Meg. So happy for you. On TikTok, I'm almost at 60K.
How exciting is that?
And my birthday is 1 week from today.
No,
so because it
1 week from yesterday.
My birthday's on the 7th. So it all, let me rhyme. Let me have my moment.
Oh, okay.
1 week from today is my birthday. So let's hit 60K. Okay.
Or 160K.
Now I'm here. Okay, Jaden. So I never like recognize your name on YouTube as much as I do like on here. Pronounced geocaching. Thank you. You could probably tell by the way that I was like, is there a filter? There we go.
There's no cash involved, by the way.
Yeah. What's Mom's TikTok? Mom doesn't have a TikTok.
No, I just have a YouTube.
But yeah, so we went to a bunch of random places. If you don't know what geocaching is,
You can explain what it is.
Yeah, it's like you put in your location, and I don't know, like it's like where people. It's like a scavenger hunt.
But like a little bit of a, yeah, treasure hunt. Well, it's not a treasure hunt because you don't really keep this stuff. Then it would be a treasure hunt.
It's like a scavenger hunt set up by the public kind of thing. Like,
It's been around apparently for quite a while.
yeah, it's an app.
So if you guys know of anything cool like that that's out there that we don't know about, put it in the comments because we're game.
But like some of them, it must have just been a website before, because some of them said they were placed there. They're like these little time capsules that people place
And
in different locations.
but you can add to them.
Yeah, we added to the one we found today, but you'll see that later.
Can't give away too much.
But yeah, yes, that was fun.
And I was shocked how many are right near our house. And I'm sure there's probably a ton of them near your house too. 'Cause it's all over the world, right?
Yeah, we were surprised how many were like 2 minutes from our house.
So, I mean, that's how popular it must have been and how we weren't in the loop. You know, that we had never even heard of it. But Randonautica had been around for a while before we heard about it either, too, right? Or no?
Randonautica was new, but I don't know if I already said it or not, but that's what I was going to say. Because, like, on the app, it says some people have placed these little time capsules in, like, 2007. And it's like, smartphones and stuff weren't...
Yes, maybe they started originally as a website.
That's what,
And you could go back and print it out or whatever and take it with you and log in.
Right. Yeah, but you would have had to print off a map.
Remember those old days?
And
when you
hope
printed
for
off
the
a map?
best.
Right.
Because what we used on the app today told us, like, how many feet away from it we were.
It's not completely accurate, but...
Funny.
Yeah, because that is a clue in itself. Using that.
Sounds like, sounds creepy. What if it's like a setup to get people to come to weird places? We thought that, but like, I don't know, there's like a log on the app people have visited like over the years.
Most of them are like public parks and, you know, that kind of thing. You can go during the day and it's really a family-friendly activity.
And I was gonna say, like, it's not something you like really would do alone.
You know.
Like, it's always safer to use the buddy system.
It would be fun to do, you know, like say you're having a party and do teams where, you know, everybody has to try to find, you know, different ones, you know, or something. But they're not that easy to find. And we went with the easy levels.
There's not much left on my plate. They asked for a plate. You can have some of these if you want.
Mm-hmm. You might be able to have this whole bag if they're really icky.
Oh yeah, let's try them. So Mom got these rice mochi balls, mochi rice nuggets.
Anything that says mochi on it, we have to try. I didn't read the part where it said teriyaki, though. But I thought it would go with the teriyaki stir-fry. So,
What? What is like the definition of mochi though?
well, so mochi, isn't that just something that's made like out of rice?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. There's no ice cream in this bag. Okay.
Oh, she's waiting for me to, I'm trying to get mine open. Oh, let's give you.
We can share.
Okay. Let me get 2 out, or 3. Let's see. Oh, look at these.
Cheers.
Okay. Kind of weird.
I like the texture, not the flavor.
I know, you know why? Because I see sesame seeds on them. You don't like sesame seeds.
There's something about sesame seeds to me that like I don't know. I get cilantro vibes, like how I think cilantro tastes like soap. I can't put my finger on it, but like sesame seeds taste like something. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is though.
Don't
That's
need
what
to
I'm
buy these
tasting.
again, but you might like them.
They look like dog biscuits. Ah, they do.
Yeah, right. Good on you. You're right. But I made something else that I made a video I didn't post up yet. I made it earlier today. But I made, what are these called? They're called
Wonjon.
wonjons. They're Korean rice pancakes with edible,
Wonjon.
yeah, with edible flowers that we picked right out here on the farm. And so we thought they tasted really yummy fresh, but we wanted to see if there's something you can make and like eat later. So I thought I would put them out just so we could try them because we wanted to do the later try anyway. They were so much fun to make and really delicious when they were fresh. So I made them this morning.
Look at how beautiful these are. Dip them in peanut butter. I don't know that would be good. Warm peanut butter maybe.
We have honey, and so what's recommended, that's how, these are Korean, and they recommend dipping them in honey if you want a dip for them.
But Mom got them this beautiful golden brown color. I got too much honey.
I did the same thing. How did we both do that?
I think because earlier when they were warm, the honey didn't adhere to
it
maybe
as much. Yeah.
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still good.
So I think when they're warm, definitely honey.
Love you, Queen.
When they're, later in the day, then you can eat them, cooled, but I don't think you need the honey.
Even better, baby.
Mm-hmm. These are so much fun to make. I'll post up the video probably tomorrow.
These are very, very good.
So they make them, where it originated was in Korea. In the spring, during their festive times, the families would go out in the mountains, and the children, I don't know how they were so smart, but they would be sent out to play in the stream and in the fields, and they were supposed to come back with, some edible flowers and things. So I don't know how they knew which ones were edible and not, but I guess their kids are smarter than ours. And the mothers would stay back and hang out and socialize and do all of the cooking. And they would make, a nice festive time of it. They do it again in the fall, but it's a completely different flowers they use then. And so the flowers that the children bring back are used in making, part of the food that they...
We should do a foraging video. I've seen, there's a girl that I follow. Tatum, stop it. There's a girl that I follow on TikTok who has a fairly big following, who's the one that I told you I saw made a video making like violet syrup.
Yeah.
And like all of her content is foraging and stuff.
You have to really know what you're doing though. You have to know your plants.
And know
especially mushrooms.
The dangerous lookalikes.
And there's that. Like, for example, if you just looked up, on like some of the Asian recipes, like it lists azaleas. Now, azaleas are in the rhododendron family. Well, American azaleas are actually quite toxic, and as are rhododendrons. But they have a different azalea that blooms in the spring as well, in over in Asia, in different parts of Asia.
I love you, Jaden.
That is an absolutely edible flower, and so you have to know, like if I just looked it up and said, oh wow, azaleas are, oh my gosh, we've got azaleas blooming, let me bring them in and start cooking away. And then next thing you know, we're as sick as a dog and at the hospital.
This one's really good because it's got like a pocket of sugar on top.
Oh.
Doesn't even need honey. These are so good.
Yeah.
My mom's a genius.
Well,
She didn't come up with it.
I did not come up with the recipe. I wish I could take credit for it. But I did make them, and I had really a lot of fun.
She went out and picked the flowers in our front yard.
I did. And go ahead.
My adorable little mother, these purple flowers, she picked from our front yard.
And we have, I'm really excited for when the honeysuckles come in. And we've planted a whole bunch this year, and they're just coming up. They're about this high so far, of all different edible flowers. And so we're really looking forward to having some fun with those. And some of the flowers I didn't even realize were edible until I've started, doing some homework and boredom in the winter and so forth. And one of them are actually hollyhocks, which look very similar to a hibiscus. And some of those hollyhocks can get pretty big. So, and those are those are really going to be one of our big winners, because a lot of the edible flowers actually are real big attractors for the butterflies and hummingbirds. And we're really hoping to get a lot of butterflies and hummingbirds. So it's kind of a twofold thing. We did a lot of planting for butterflies, but we also did the edible flowers, which, in fact, we were doing the hollyhocks actually to attract butterflies, and then found out that they're very much so an edible flower. So
yeah, we want to do hummingbirds and try, I love honeysuckle. Yeah, see, we need to do a foraging video.
Yeah.
Once everything's like, but it's hard because especially like in New England where we are, like 1 week could be when it's the honeysuckle, like
everything's
time,
different.
and then the raspberries. Sorry, Richard had asked, do you guys get blackberries over there? We have blackberry bushes in our yard.
Right here on the farm.
And we have what's called wine berries, which is like a raspberry, but they're a little smaller. They're so good.
Yeah.
They're pretty seedy, but they just taste so good. And then we also have, I think, like regular raspberries that grow a little bit.
We have 2 teeny tiny blueberry bushes too. They were brand new last year, and so they produced about 7 blueberries last year.
Yeah, and I thought it would be really funny. Last year, my idea was to pick like all the blueberries off of it, all like 7, and make like a micro pie with the blueberries that came of our plant. But
I think the birds got them before we could.
They were still green for so long, and then by the time we went out there, birds must have gotten them or something. But
we're hoping that maybe we'll get 10 this year.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do like a foraging video where we get all the different. Do you get gooseberries? Yes.
We do.
Yeah, there's a couple different kinds, I think.
Yeah, we get a lot of edible ones here, though.
Yeah, we'll have to do a video, but like we'll drive around, not only just like on the farm, where.
I wish I knew my mushrooms better, because
I know, me too.
That's such a dangerous thing. But boy, if you know your mushrooms, boy, there's actually a couple of places not far from here, but people won't give their secrets as to exactly where they are, where there's actually some supposedly amazing truffles. And truffles are what, like $50,000 a pound or something crazy. So I mean, I wish that I knew more about mushrooms and foraging for those.
We should go to Barnes and Nobles on the next rainy day and see if there's a book. Maybe we can find like a foraging book, and maybe hopefully with a section of mushrooms or something.
I might be able to even write into that Master Gardener program and ask them what ones are,
around
here, and what to look for and what not to look for, and that kind of thing. And I bet you they would be really helpful, because they're right here. They're based out of University of Rhode Island, and as everybody knows, our state. By the way, speaking of which, we are no longer the smallest state. Right? Did you guys hear that? So we used to be the smallest state with the biggest name. We lost that last year because the official name of Rhode Island was the State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. So last year, the name they dropped off the plantations part, right? So now it's just called Rhode Island. It's not even the Rhode Island, whatever. It's the State of Rhode Island. It's just Rhode Island. So we're no longer the longest name. So we lost that last year. Now this year, Washington, D.C. just became its own state. So now that Washington, and it's smaller in area than the state of Rhode Island.
Finish that.
So, so we are no longer the smallest state. We're no longer the smallest state with the biggest name. We're no longer the state with the biggest name. We're just, now we're like second best. That's like being a middle child. That's what I am, a middle child. But,
As if geography didn't already confuse me enough.
right? I know. Well, all countries seem to change their names and things all the time anyway. But yeah, so for anybody that didn't hear that, it was like I can't believe that it wasn't like a bigger thing. It was kind of like a little snippet on the national news. Oh, by the way, we have a new state, and it's going to be the smallest state now, and it's now Washington, D.C. It's like, well, what about us Rhode Islanders that used to say, hey, we were proud to be in the smallest state?
I've been banking on the fact that I'm from the smallest state my entire life.
We can't say that anymore. We'd be a liar. It's so, but that's how, like, minimal news it made, because you didn't hear about it, right? And you'd think, if anything, at least Rhode Islanders would hear about it, right? Because we were the smallest.
Yeah.
We're the ones that got bumped. Just saying. So, yeah,
I'm full.
that's my big update. Rhode Island is no longer the biggest state. I mean, the smallest state.
Nor is it the biggest state.
No, it's not. Not even close. Nope. And it doesn't even have the biggest name. So,
You need to stop crying.
all right, guys.
Hold on.
Maybe Tatum wants us to go.
You should never trust stairs. They're always up to something.
Oh, that was bad.
I thought it was good.
That was good bad, you know.
Anyways, Tatum's being a little crybaby because she's a Cancer, and that's what she does. I know, you just cry.
So we're
all
gonna go
the
pay attention to the
time.
baby.
I know.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
See you later. Bye. There it is.